Stephanie, thank you. I want to bring in Mark Powell now. He's a former San Diego police officer and law enforcement analyst. And Mark, as we look at those tragic numbers of the recent officer's death, we can add another one to the list, an off-duty officer in this latest mass shooting in Raleigh. So these officers in every community across the country run into the face of danger, and we're seeing tragically these numbers every single month. One is too many. What's top of mind for you when we see these officers being killed?
Well, it's a sad day for law enforcement, and my heart goes out to all of the families that lost their loved ones. What we're seeing is police facing the consequences of failure, government failure, on multiple levels. We have a failed health system, a mental health care system, a system that's designed to help people who are in distress. It's failing on all levels. People are put in, or criminals are put into a psych evaluation. They're let out 3 days later to roam the streets. We have problems with weak laws. We have laws that allow criminals that have faced multiple counts, been arrested multiple times, just to walk on the streets. The police arrest them, and they're back on the streets. And DAs all over the country that aren't prosecuting. They're not prosecuting these criminals. They're not facing any penalties, so they're becoming emboldened. And these are the results of these failures on government failures on multiple levels.
All right, so Mark, let's talk about both these issues you bring up. The latter is bail reform. What specifically do you want to see in communities that's not happening right now that you think will prevent this? Because to be perfectly honest, some of these crimes are committed by people who have no criminal background.
Well, if they have no criminal background and they're committing crimes like this by being ambushed by two brothers for whatever reason that was in their mind, either it's pure evil or they have mental health issues, those are very hard to deal with. But for many other police officers that were shot or ambushed in the line of duty, these are career criminals. These are people that have been on the streets and committing crimes for a very long time. They'll get arrested, they'll go to jail with no bail, they're released, they're back out on the streets to commit more crimes. There's drug use rampant. There's in the United States, it's porous borders. People are using drugs. It's actually having a real detrimental effect on all of our communities, and police officers just seem to be the ones who are getting the brunt of all of it, because they're our first line of defense when it comes to these criminals on the streets that are acting out in these crazy ways.
Let's talk about mental health reform, because obviously it is necessary. Do you feel that our police officers are adequately prepared to deal with people who are in mental crisis when they show up on a scene, whether it's SWAT or officers?
Well, yes, police officers are trained to handle these types of situations. They learn this in the academy. There's ongoing training. But when somebody is experiencing a severe mental health crisis and they're acting out in a violent manner, police officers don't really have the option to do anything other than ensue an arrest. Now, yes, you can have a social worker standing alongside of a police officer, but when somebody is in that state of mind, like these people that are shooting police officers, what you may have is not only a police officer shot, you may have a social worker dead as well.
Well, and it's obviously impacting recruiting. Officers wondering if it's worth doing the job if you don't feel supported. Mark Powell, appreciate you coming on this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.